video game developers. Let's face it, it's a love-hate relationship where they love us for buying their games, but the product that they create or decisions that they made make us, the gamers, hate their fucking guts. So in this video, I'll be sharing my stories of my own love-hate relationship with video game developers and list some of the things that they keep doing wrong. Now, if you were to ask a large majority of gamers about their thoughts on video game developers, they would say something along the lines of they only care about making a half-arsed game and taking our money, or something similar to that. And I can understand where they're coming from, since some games they have a lot of bundle packs or boost packs or whatever the fuck you call them, which you have to spend real money to get a large amount of in-game cash just that you can upgrade your character so that you can do well against other players. It's a bit nonsensical, really, in my opinion. I mean, think about it. If you were to buy a bundle pack just to boost their XP, that's it. That's their instant reward for you. But if you want to go for the long and hard route where you don't buy any boost or bundle packs or whatever, then there isn't quite much of a reward for, you know, staying to your roots and working hard on the game. It just seems a little bit unfair. Another example is when I got WWE 2K15. This was the first ever WWE game to be released for both PS4 and Xbox One. However, it was pretty much a huge disappointment even before it was officially released everywhere, with a ton of features stripped from the game, leaving a lot of fans very pissed off, including yours truly. This game was a fucking disaster from the start, and it wasn't even worth the full fucking price as well. This experience damaged my relationship with 2K themselves, since now I have to set my expectations for the WWE series very, very low, and that does bother me a bit. Another way that video game developers piss off gamers is making changes to the game when a new patch comes out. Now that may sound like a good thing in theory, but pretty much 90% of the time it just leads to more problems and frustration, and there are loads of perfect examples like TF2, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, Call of Duty, WWE and many more. But for this example I'm going to use GTA 5 Online for my example. Okay, so in the early days of GTA Online, there was a glitch where players can set a bounty on you up to £9 million or dollars if you're American, and all you have to do was either ask someone you know who already did the glitch to set a bounty on you, or just wait until you pissed off the right person to do it. This glitch was great because it meant that players could finally buy their first safe house, buy the fast cars, get all the weapons, repair your car with no worries, and much more. In fact, the money problems were a thing of the past. Until a month later, Rockstar released an update patch for GTA 5 which they got rid of the money glitch, which again sounds like a good thing in theory, but it really just pissed off a load of players. Rockstar stated in the patch notes that the glitch made gameplay unfair for players. How? This made no sense whatsoever. The glitch didn't make players invincible, it didn't affect their XP doing missions, it didn't make us win every race or win every team deathmatch. In fact, the bottom line is that in my opinion it didn't affect gameplay whatsoever, and it wasn't unfair. So basically Rockstar was talking bullshit. And what's even worse is that even though they didn't take the stuff we bought away from us, they took all the money the glitch gave us, leaving most of us unable to buy more safe houses, weapons, vehicles, repairs, Merryweather services and more. The problem with GTA Online is that most of the stuff is expensive as expected, but the money we earn during missions, races, events, etc. doesn't really close the gap when it comes to earning enough money to buy the items that we want. I thought the heist DLC was supposed to solve that problem, but the total payout after each heist wasn't really good enough unless you persuaded your team to give you the highest possible cut in the final part of the heist, which was very unlikely when you were playing with other random players. And it's not getting easier with each new DLC pack like Finance and Felony, which will drain most of your money when buying the office, the merchandise, the custom vehicles, the bodyguards and more. Now you can easily get your money back and have a bit more by delivering the merchandise by either car, boat or plane. Sounds easy, right? Wrong, because you are in a full lobby with random players and they are all out for blood. So basically, if you are on a delivery mission and the player destroys your merchandise, that's it! The money that you spent on that particular merchandise at the time you put into securing that merchandise to get it ready for selling is completely fucking wasted! Okay, look, I know not everyone can have their own way all the time, especially when it comes to video games, but it's up to the developers to listen to everyone and develop a solution that will make all parties happy, though granted it doesn't go to plan at all. But what most video game developers seem to forget that one of the most important things in building a company and its reputation is listening to the market audience and their feedback. That way developers will have a clear idea of what needs to be changed and what could be slightly improved. Another problem that video game developers do from time to time is showcase something that looks really good in the trailers, but the final product is completely different in a bad way. And a perfect example of this is a game called No Man's Sky. The trailer looked like a fun space exploration game with beautiful graphics, but the final product was a buggy graphical fuck up, which of course pissed a load of people off. Now, in some cases, the main reason why most games turn out to be bad is because of time constraints. But in my opinion, this is why the idea of delaying a game is a good idea, because it gives developers more time to fix any bugs that may have occurred during development, and it makes the game slightly better. Of course, they may have to deal with people cracking a few jokes about the game not coming out at all, which Duke Nukem Forever can relate to, but just as long as the developers give the fans the heads up before official release, then I don't see a big problem with delaying the game. But trust me when I say that all video game companies have done a dick move every now and then. For example, Valve have done a dick move, Activision have done a dick move, BioWare, Ubisoft, Nintendo, Naughty Dog. Nearly all video game companies have fucked up every now and then. But remember what I said earlier, it's important to listen to the market audience and their feedback. That is the crucial part of becoming a great video game company. If they just ignore what we say to them, then they're not going to get very far. So I believe that the more time and effort that they put into fixing problems and making the gameplay more enjoyable for all players, and I believe that any video game developer can restore their own reputation and become a great business altogether. And that's basically it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for listening for nearly 10 minutes of me just ranting on about video game developers. And I believe that all players have an issue with video game developers, so if you have an interesting story about a video game developer stabbing you in the back or something like that, then feel free to sound off in the comment section below. And don't forget to check me out on social media in the description down below. Subscribe to this channel for more videos like this one, and until then I shall see you later. Bye bye everyone.